Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Welcome to episode number 15. The title of this episode is The Key to Greatness. Or I might just title it Key to Greatness. We'll see. Here's the quote once again. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Ralph Waldo Emmerson. The more things change, the more they stay the same. This quote was true in the 1800s for Ralph Waldo Emmerson, and it is still true today. Just a little bit about Ralph Waldo Emmerson before we continue. He was born on May 25th of 1803 in Boston, Massachusetts. In 1821, he took over as director of his brother's school for girls. And back in the 1800s, that had to be something like cutting edge because back then they didn't really value teaching females. In 1823, he wrote the poem Goodbye. In 1832, he became a transcendentalist, leading to the later essays Self-Reliance. I've read that one before. I need to go read that again. And The American Scholar. He continued to write and lecture into the late 1870s. Emerson died on April 27th of 1882. Just a little bit about Ralph Waldo Emerson, the person that we are quoting this week. Now, when he talks about nothing great has ever been done without enthusiasm, it is so true. Look at some of the greats in history. Albert Einstein. No one would deny that he was very enthusiastic about science. And look at the great things that he discovered about the universe. MLK, Martin Luther King. Enthusiastic about America living up to its very own ideals, such as we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. America wasn't living up to that, and he was enthusiastic about getting America to live up to those ideals for all Americans. Bill Gates, largely responsible for bringing personal computers to the world, and that has basically revolutionized the world. He started out, I think it was like 14 or so, or, very young, diving into and having enthusiasm about computing. Michael Jordan, driven to be the best. Enthusiasm drove him to be one of the greatest of all time in the NBA. Elon Musk. You have to have a lot of enthusiasm to be the founder of 3 different billion-dollar companies. Quick example of how all of us lose our enthusiasm for life and learning. Most of us have been victim to this, and most all of us have victimized someone in this area. The whole idea about kids. Kids come into the world with nothing but enthusiasm about learning and about life. Think about it. They're in a world where basically they know nothing about it. And they have lots and lots and lots of questions. And as parents tend to squelch those questions, discourage those questions. And in the process, we discourage learning. We discourage enthusiasm about exploring life, learning new things. All of us, well, I won't say all of us, but I'm sure most of us have had this happen to us from our parents. And those of us who are parents, I'm sure at some time or another, we have done this to our children, discouraged them from asking questions, and indirectly discourage them from having that enthusiasm about life. I wish that we would all have enthusiasm for learning and being better. We just might do some great things. Watch a little less TV and do a little more learning.